Since Deng Xiaoping, the post-Mao leader, came with the Chinese economic reform and emphasized that education is inseparable and the essential tool for economic modernization. Decentralization and marketization became the main strategies of educational reform in China and embodied in two key government documents, the 1985 Decision and the 1993 Program. The financial decentralization to local government made primary school sponsored by villages, junior high school by towns and senior high school by counties. Then in early 1990s extended to the higher education sector sponsored by provincial government. Policy led to disparity and inequality of educational development in China. Due to the strong request of local government and deterioration of township budgeting, the financial responsibility for primary education went back to county government in 2001. Chinese government began to encourage non-state sectors to support academic programs through 1982 Constitution. Minban education, which not sponsored by public money, has been developed since then and influenced the growth of market-based conventional higher education in China. The privatization of public school also encouraged by the government. And since 1999 China's higher education sector has been expanded rapidly. Despite of all the great things gained by this policy, the inequality of educational opportunity has deteriorated. There is an increasing rural-urban disparity in terms of educational opportunity, even within the same region. Educational inequality exists in terms of resource distribution. Gender inequality still severe, especially in rural inland areas due to poverty, although female education have been improved. Educational rights issue of rural-urban migrant workers' children also became a concern. Due to localization of education and the rural-urban duality based on the notorious household registration system, public school in the host cities are not open to the migrant children and the access of children to basic education is denied. They have to pay higher tuition fees or extra money. But most of the migrant workers are low-wage earners. Some migrant workers are reluctant to send their children to school. The educational decentralization has been kept in order to have a better control of the nation's vast territory and enormous population. The marketization itself implemented because of the government's self-awareness that had not been ready to completely facilitate society to gain a decent education. They need an extra help from the third parties. Though a lot of things change and the educational policy itself become more developed in the last 12 years until 2017, from this article we could see how the Chinese government, supported by other parties, works together in order to abolish poverty through education field in a few decades.